I never liked that damn kid.
Toji, what's going on? Been a while.
My doctor's overly happy son. I knew on the inside he had to be looking down on the half-ogre. I saw it in his eyes.
What's wrong?
I kicked and punched, beating those dark emotions over and over. It made me feel better. After that, I couldn't stop smiling the whole night. I smiled as I cried, and everything changed.
This guy is great. An ogre. Oh, I'm sorry, a half-ogre.
What? He's a half-ogre?
He didn't tell anyone. Why?
Seems a little half-assed right now, though. You know, it would be a whole lot easier if you just let it take over.
Master Harutora!
Dairenji was like you. In the spirit disaster attack 2 years ago, he became an ogre himself and was the nucleus of the entire catastrophe. Let me guess, this kid just happened to pick up an ogre about that time.
So what if he did? Who cares?
An independent exorcist can't just ignore the seed of a spirit disaster.
Let him go!
Get your damn hands off me, you scarred freak! I couldn't care less if you're one of the 12 Divine Generals. If you insist on acting like a prick around a half-ogre, you're gonna wind up dead.
Toji!
You could hold back a little, bro. Give me a break. I'm at least attempting to control myself.
Get away from him, bastard!
Why cleanse an old spirit disaster? It's not like that's part of your job, right?
Wow, you guys finished yet? Not that I'm not having fun.
His spirit energy.
Kagami! What are you up to? Dragon! There's a dragon! Koker, you forget about that! Focus on Kagami! He's misbehaving again! Ha! Kagami!
Shut up.
You dirty ogre eater! What have you done now?
Are those crows?
Kagami, what happened to the Nue? Its presence seems to be gone, but it didn't feel like it was purified.
Kagami let the Nue get away! He messed up huge!
I've seen this guy before. He's one of the 12 Divine Generals.
So, dude, what's the word?
It's like they said, the Nue got away.
You seriously couldn't bring it down? Well, why not?
Something distracted me. This is definitely the Twin Horn Syndicate.
I figured as much. I see the Onmyo Prep School is here. Jin did mention them to me. All right, then. I'm heading out, and so are you.
What?
You heard me. I'm sure Kagami was charming as usual, but we've got an emergency on our hands, so I'm gonna have to take him with me right now.
Good luck.
The problem is Koguri's too nice. That's the reason Kagami takes advantage.
Quiet! Let's go, Kagami.
Harutora, Toji, Natsume. Remember me. Because I'll remember you.
He's gone.
He used a spirit step to travel through the pulse. One of the most difficult techniques of Imperial Onmyo magic.
So those guys are two of the Divine Generals. Toji! Are you alright? Say something!
How is he?
Dunno. He hasn't woken up yet. They're still trying to stabilize the seal my dad put on him.
I can't believe he's an ogre.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all you guys. Maybe I should have said something earlier.
Don't be sorry. What were you supposed to say? P.S. Toji's an ogre?
Just promise me you won't blame him. He kept quiet about it for my sake. I swear the guy really is safe. My dad's been treating him for it for the last 2 years. Whenever he took me with him, it looked really painful. Back then, he couldn't help himself, and he would lose control. That's when he'd start turning into an ogre. But now he's okay. Please, you have to believe me.
There you are. The principal would like to speak with you for a minute.
Why would you ever involve that irresponsible brat in this?
Kagami is an independent officer. There will be times we need him for purifications. There have been 4 confirmed Nue so far, 2 at the Demon Gate and 2 at the Back Demon Gate. The ones at Ueno and Shinagawa have been taken care of, but the other 2 escaped. The Clairvoyance Bureau is searching, but they still can't find them.
You barely manage your job and you get paid, but you're fine with making competent people work for free?
Work for free? Why would you say that? I just got a fee request from Mio.
That greedy old bat!
Yes, that's her. Oh, one more thing. The strategy they used 2 years ago, they're planning to go with that this time as well. Classic Exorcism Department's HQ screw-up.
You're kidding me.
No way! How can you use Natsume's family dragon as bait?
It's complicated, but dynamic spirit disasters prefer the refined yin that dragons possess.
It's still not fair.
No one said he'd be forced to do it, my dear. Oh, and Kyoko, you really should remember to speak to me more politely here.
But he can't! It's not safe!
My father. Did he give his permission?
Yes, according to the exorcism department.
In that case, I will report to them right away.
Natsume!
Please don't do this.
The spirit disaster this time is the same as the one 2 years ago. There is a very high possibility that this is a terrorist attack by Yako devotees. In truth, it will likely be safer for Natsume to stay at the exorcism department. Yes? Thank you for letting me know. It seems Toji has regained consciousness.
Great!
Really? Is he okay?
I'm not sure. They weren't watching him and he disappeared.
He disappeared!
I assumed that he was a little disoriented. This is not a good turn of events, I'm afraid.
Stupid Tora.
Huh?
Why aren't you going after him right now? What happened to you anyway? The Harutora I know wouldn't hesitate to go after his friend.
But I'm your familiar, and I have a duty to protect you. You're my responsibility.
And you wonder why I call you dumb. How could you ever protect me if you can't focus on anything but him?
But still,
Listen to me, Harutora.
Soon, Chief. Very soon.
Relax, guys. There's no need to be on edge. Come on in. I'm Zenjiro Kogure, an independent exorcist.
Khan!
Yes, sir!
I need you to help me find Toji immediately.
I will do everything in my power, Master.
Tenma, you start looking over there.
You got it. Want some? Suit yourselves. They're good. Sorry we had to call you out here like this.
No problem.
I think it'll be best if you two just accompany me. I'll basically be your personal bodyguard. Does that sound okay?
You're one of the Divine Generals.
Yes, you shouldn't waste time on us.
You're not a waste. Don't worry about it. Besides, everyone in the department will be rallying today. It won't turn into 2 years ago.
I hope not.
Natsume, the key to this plan is you. We have to lure out the Nue. We can't fail. Positive you don't want any?
Thank you.
We actually haven't eaten anything since lunch. I'm starving.
By the way, Jin is your homeroom teacher, isn't he?
By Jin, you mean like Mr. Otomo?
Yeah, we went to school together. Same place as you girls.
What? Are you telling me Mr. Otomo is still like just 20-something?
We were in the 36th class, yeah. Everybody called us the Three Crows back then.
If there were 3 crows, who was the 3rd one?
Excuse me.
This is Hirata from the Magic Investigation Bureau. He'll be coming along with us today.
Nice to meet you. I'm an MIB investigator. We're glad you're here. I know what you're thinking, but my colleague's actions were a disgrace to the Bureau's good name. I deeply and sincerely apologize on his behalf. Believe me when I say I am on your side.
Yes, of course.
Bring it down a bit. That's a lot of pressure. You're just making Natsume feel awkward.
No,
I'm
it's
only
fine.
trying to apologize.
Like I said, I'll protect you. But don't ever let your guard down.
Right.
You're an ogre. Do you have any emotions? Who was it that said that first? A teacher? My mother, aka the mistress? Either way, it was true. I had no feeling, or more accurately, no passion. I just kept looking for something to fill the void. Back then, I was always on the hunt for some sort of trouble to get into. A distraction. But I never expected to be attacked by a real ogre. I'd rather be in control of how this ends, so I might as well roll with what's happening. I don't really care what goes down after that.
Damn it! Where did that idiot run off to? Shibuya's too big. I can't search every street. I'm sorry.
You should be. You need to watch where you step.
Great. I don't have time for this.
I don't like your attitude.
I wouldn't fight him if I were you. A boring fight isn't worth it for the ones fighting or the ones watching. You should let it go at that. Otherwise, the kid's gonna get a little help from me. And I guarantee I can make it interesting.
Let's go.
Lucky for them, they weren't too drunk to make the right decision.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your help.
You looking for someone? I don't know who that might be, but I did see a boy wearing your same uniform. He looked a little strange. You tend to remember the ones that stand out, right?
That sounds like him. Where'd he go?
He's up that way.
The practical exam. Thank you again.
Hope you find him soon.
Me too.
Listen to me, Harutora. I can fulfill the Tsuchimikado's duty by myself. At the moment, you have something far more important you need to take care of. Find your friend and bring him back. You can protect me afterwards.
I don't know. Will you be okay all by yourself?
He won't be by himself. I'll go with Natsume, so you don't have to worry.
Are you sure?
Don't you remember what you told him about letting others help? You can depend on us too, you know.
Thank you.
Harutora, you need to get going.
Yeah, right.
When you find him, you should make him buy you some sort of reward.
Toji!
What are you here for?
To get you, obviously. Come on, let's go.
Most people still blame the Tsuchimikado family for the spirit disasters. But at the same time, we're the ones who make it possible to purify them. These exorcists must have pretty conflicted feelings about me being here. But none of that matters now. It doesn't change what I need to do.
Chimera 01, approaching!
It's here.
Hokuto, approaching Demon Gate!
This is pathetic, isn't it? Sure, the principal added a few nails here and there. But the lid, it's still opened.
I don't feel the ogre spirit, but I definitely smell an ogre. That doesn't sound like you, Toji. What was it my dad said? Something about the ogre living in people's dark passions. And you told Dad not to worry, that you didn't have any passions, and that meant there was nowhere in you for an ogre to live. That was back when you were still pretending you didn't care if you turned into one.
Yeah, well, nothing's changed. It's not that I want to be an ogre now. It's more that I don't really care either way.
Dude, for real. No offense, but I think your brain got eaten by the monster inside.
It's possible. I don't know if these are my own thoughts or what the ogre inside is thinking. Not that it truly matters in the long run. Can't change what's happening. It's completely taken a hold of my essence now.
Did you really just say essence? You're only a year older than me, sorry man, but we don't have an essence yet.
You're wrong. I'm not the same as you.
There it is. That's what all the hipsters say. I get it, you're special, you think about crap that doesn't matter.
At least that's better than being an idiot who doesn't think at all.
Hey, I know one of those important historical guys who said don't think, just feel. Now will you drop this crap and come home? We've got enough we're dealing with already.
Just leave me here.
Sorry man, can't do that. Guess that's just my bad luck kicking in again. I think I'm starting to get through.
So we go home. And then what? Let me guess, strengthen the seal one more time and trick the ogre inside of me?
What do you expect? Nothing works on the first try.
I'm going to be forced to live with a ticking time bomb for the rest of my life. Do you know what that means for me? Do you have any idea what that's like?
Isn't that why you came to Onmyo Prep School? To get rid of the ogre completely someday?
Someday? Yeah, someday, right. That sounds a little less specific than I'd like. How can you know I won't lose control before then? If it's gonna happen, there's a faster way to get there. I just have to let myself become a full ogre and be purified. Then at least I'll know, and I'll have some kind of control.
Look at it. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing went into Phase 4 soon.
No mak saraba tataki gyatebyak, saraba bokebyak, saraba tatarata sendan maka.
Look out! The miasma!
Miyachi saves the day again.
Think this could happen to Toji one day?
Come on! You're acting like a spoiled brat! Now listen to me! Your life isn't your own, and by the way, it hasn't been for a long time. Me and my dad, Hokuto, Natsume, Kyoko, Tenma, your life is what it is because of all the people you've had around you! And you can't just decide out of the blue that you want to give it all up!
Do you really want to fight? If you get hit by me even once, your head will be crushed into nothing!
Dare you to try!
You're a fool.
So what if I am?
Not Toji, no.
Why not?
He always puts on this cool act, you know? But he's actually more like Harutora than he thinks. Despite the fact that he's been dealing with something as heavy as this, he was always more concerned for his friends than for his own safety. I think that's why he gravitates to people who get themselves into trouble, like me and Harutora. He has an instinct to protect. Toji would never turn into a spirit disaster. There's no way. I believe in him.
What's the matter? Can't do it, huh? Someone doesn't want to crush their best friend's head. We haven't been friends all these years for nothing. Come on, I know you well enough to know you can never kill me. Face it, dude, you care about all of us because that's just the kind of guy you are. Think of it as a curse I put on you. Nah, it's your fault. You did it to yourself. And this isn't the kind of curse that a stupid ogre would have the power to destroy either. As long as it's with you, you have no choice but to fight the ogre with everything you've got. You need to accept that fact already! You are such a pain in the ass. Man, I'm getting too old to get caught up in this kind of drama. Stupid Toji.
Seems to be going well.
It's a special barrier. The Bond Princess must be here.
Chimera 02, sighting!
The one from the practical exam site.
It's gotten bigger.
You're up, Natsume.
Yes, sir. Hokuto, Lauren over here!
Ready the barrier. Deploy!
The spirit pulse!
Confirmation of a chain of spirit disasters! Chimera 01, moving to phase 4! Chimera 01, moving to phase 4!
もうこの季節も終わりだねと君が不意につぶやくああ何気なくて優しすぎるから奥歯噛んだねつながりとか運命とかそんなものを捨てたらもっと自由にこの空飛べるのかな教えてよいつか交わした約束目指す場所は